Right, this is the Caravan. Just thought I would do a quick tour because it's very hard to fit everything in on Trade Me. So a new drawbar here, brand new hot dip galvanized, brand new jockey wheel, all new brakes, all new copper lines running through, all new cabling and wiring for the lights. All the lights are LED lights. Got front lights, rear lights, all that's in LED, so you don't have to worry about bulbs and flickering. 4 new galvanized corner steadies under there. This tank in here is a diesel tank for your diesel heater. That'll keep your toasty and warm for ages. It's got a new coat of paint on it. Needed tidying up after we did all the sealing work. We have taken all the seams apart and redone them all. It had a leak in there when we first got it, so all the seams have been taken apart and fixed with a proper adhesive sealer, and we painted back over top, and so we needed to put a decent paint job over there to make it look good and obviously seal it. New fittings, I put a new electrical fitting up there. The roof has all been painted with a proper silicone sealing roof paint, so that's what's fixed it completely from leaking. And what else we got around here? Yep, so there's your self-containment and your electrical. Like I said, all LEDs. LED light outside as well, and underneath you've got LED lights running along the bottom. Underneath you have a 37 litre freshwater tank. Right, so this is the foot pump, standard foot pump to go with the sink and the freshwater tank, and that just pumps into the sink here, and the sink is plumbed in to our roll-away 40 litre tank, grey water tank, so that just disconnects and stores underneath. And all the lines have been redone with proper food grade hose. We did that when we first got it. This is the stove, 2-hob gas stove, works great. Has a grill in here, and I think there's some trays underneath for that, and yeah, the oven down below and the grill up the top if you want to do toast or things like that. And that just has the cover or the bench top that slides back over top of it. Right, so for sleeping, the main bed is a pretty much brand new long double chiropractic bed, and that's been really great. We just wanted to make sure we had a good night's sleep when we're camping. Nothing worse than a sore back. The couch here has got all brand new squabs. What we did was we got the thicker mattresses. We bought brand new mattresses, foam mattresses, and cut them up to make the squabs because we knew it would be used as a bed. So they're proper mattress squabs, not just soft foam. And new covers on them, so that folds down into a king single. And if you want as well, you can put we've got a Kathmandu bunk set that comes with it. You can keep the bunks separate and use them in the awning, or you could take the top one off and put it in here, which is what we used to do quite often when we were traveling, so that we could get our 2 boys in there. So that has a frame and it sits on top of that quite comfortably. Very secure. We leave it on while we're driving. It doesn't come off, it's very secure. Right, so this is the diesel heater. That was what the tank outside was for. This has been really good. Extends our camping trips for a little bit longer. It's nice in the morning if you do want to. You can use the remote control here, just lie in bed and turn it on. Turn the temperature up or down, straight from bed if you want. The heater is underneath here. It is venting out here. And it doesn't take any time at all to heat the place up with that heater. Right, this is the fridge. I did have a question about the fridge. This is a full compressor fridge, which in my opinion are very good for caravans because they're a lot more efficient, especially on 12 volt. So this is designed purely to run on our solar system and run most efficiently. So this is a new fridge. That's the size of the freezer, someone was asking. Easily fit your ice creams and things like that in there. Right, I had a question about curtains, and I'm assuming it was to do with the curtains you see in one of the shot, the blue and the white curtains. Now that, believe it or not, is for our shower. This ring just clips onto the ceiling. You can take it off and get rid of it if you don't like it. But we hang 3 curtains on there, shower curtains, and then that comes down into a fold-away paddling pool. And we put a bucket in there, and we put either fill the sink or put a bucket of hot water there. And we have a 12-volt pump system that plugs in, and we can just push the button, hey presto, you've got a shower. It's been really great camping. It's nice to be able to wash off all the bug spray and sunscreen and things at the end of the day. Works for all of us, so we've found that really great. So that comes with it. I think it's under the bed. It all folds up and is stored under there with all the parts for that, so it doesn't take up much room. Speaking of curtains, we've got a curtain here too. It's easily removed if you don't want it, but this was just a privacy. If someone wants to get changed, you can go either side of the curtain, obviously, and it folds up and out the way if you need it to. It's just quite handy sometimes. But it easily comes off as well. All the windows have curtains, the original ones that came with them. We have one that doesn't work, I think. All of them are auto retract, but yeah, some of them, I think one doesn't retract, so you have to roll it up by hand. Other things that would be downsides would be the water staining in the corners. Like I said earlier, we did have a leak in it when we first bought it, and that's why we spent so much time and money getting rid of the leak. So the leaks are gone, but some of the water staining in the corners is there, so probably a flick of paint or something like that, or if you wanted to replace them, we did replace some of the worst ones in the corner when we first got it, and you could obviously do that or put wallpaper or something, so you can see that in the corners. So whether it's paint or some holes in the roof where the old lights were, the 240 volt lights, which I took out, again you could cover them if you wanted to. Spot for your microwave if you want. Storage, big pantry cupboard, drawers there, obviously all the typical storage. There's more storage under the bed from the outside as well. Cupboards, drawers, space in here, and beside the end of the bed. Got 2 drawers under there, and also under this corner here is the battery, and in here storage. There's a few more little bits and bobs, a fire extinguisher, some electrical stuff. That's also where we have an accessory plug down the bottom. Find it handy for if we want to take the shower outside. We can take the shower outside or use it inside. So for the electrical side, the solar, that's our 30 amp solar charge controller. It's an MPPT charger, which is again a bit more efficient, the newer variety. And that's coupled with a 300 watt solar panel on the roof, which is more than enough, and a big deep cycle battery down under the bed. This is the new electrical box, been redone with new breakers to comply with current regulations. Some fuses for the 12 volt system as well. All the lights around here. Get the switches in here for the 12 volt system, and that's a kitchen light. Also still have the 240 volt plugs around the place, so you can still use things if you want. If you did want to hook up in a campground, have a microwave or something, you've got all your receptacles still here. We've also put in little things like USB chargers, so you can turn that off and on, charge your phone, makes it handy, that charges off the 12 volt. Fly screens we've got on every single window, so you don't have to worry about mozzies. And I put a new, well not a new, but a second hand, but a bigger roof vent in that comes with a fly screen or a blackout shade.